Hey son, how was your day today? I heard you had that big test in physics.
Oh, hey, Dad. Yeah, the test was a real challenge. I studied so hard for it, but I'm not sure if I did well. The questions were so detailed, and I felt like I could have used more time.
I understand, son. Physics can be a tough subject, but I'm sure you did your best. You've always been diligent with your studies.
Thanks, Dad. I hope so. How was your day? Did the meeting with the new clients go well?
It was a long day, son. The meeting took longer than expected, but I think we made some progress. The clients seemed interested in our proposals, but there are still some details to work out.
That sounds intense. I can't imagine having to negotiate deals like that. It must be a lot of pressure.
It can be, but it's all part of the job. I've been doing it for years, so I've learned to handle the pressure. How was practice today? I heard the coach is pushing you hard for the upcoming game.
Yeah, practice was intense today. Coach really wants us to be in peak condition for the game. We've been working on our strategy and fine-tuning our plays. I think we have a good chance of winning this one.
I'm glad to hear that, son. You've been dedicated to the team, and it shows in your performance. Just make sure to take care of yourself and not push too hard.
I will, Dad. I know the balance between training and rest is crucial. And speaking of balance, how was your tennis game today? I know you've been looking forward to it all week.
It was great, actually. I played against a tough opponent, but I managed to pull through in the end. It's a good way for me to unwind after a long day at work.
I'm glad to hear that, Dad. You deserve to have some time for yourself, especially after all the hard work you put in.
Thanks, son. It means a lot to me that you understand. How's everything else going? Any other news or updates from your friends or school?
Well, my friend Mark is having some trouble with his math class. I offered to help him out, but it seems like he might need a tutor. And as for school, there's this new project coming up in history class that I'm really excited about. We get to choose our own topic and present it to the class.
That's great, son. It's good to see you being proactive and helping out your friend. And the history project sounds like a fantastic opportunity to explore something you're passionate about.
Yeah, I'm thinking of researching the impact of the Industrial Revolution on society. It's a fascinating topic, and I think I can learn a lot from it.
That sounds like a solid choice, son. You've always had a keen interest in history, and I'm sure you'll do a fantastic job with it.
Thanks, Dad. I'm really looking forward to diving into it. Oh, and before I forget, Mom wanted me to remind you about the dinner plans for this weekend. She's been planning a special meal for all of us.
Of course, I haven't forgotten. I'm looking forward to it as well. Your mom's cooking is always a treat, and it'll be nice to spend some quality time together.
Definitely. It's important for us to have these moments as a family, especially with all the busyness in our lives.
Family time is precious, and we should cherish it. I'm proud of the young man you're becoming, and I'm grateful for these conversations we have at the end of the day.
Thanks, Dad. I feel the same way. It's comforting to know that we can always talk about anything. I appreciate your support and guidance.
It's my pleasure, son. I'll always be here for you, no matter what. Now, let's both get some rest and tackle whatever tomorrow brings.
Good night, son.
There you are. I was starting to think you'd set up camp at the library again.
Almost did. Professor Miller assigned a research paper on the ethics of artificial intelligence. Apparently, the future of humanity rests on my getting a decent night's sleep.
Sounds like a heavy topic. You grabbing a coffee to fuel that all-nighter?
Don't even say the word coffee. My brain feels fried already.
Easy there, Tiger. You're not getting that old yet.
Tell that to my professors. I swear, the workload increases exponentially every semester. Feels like I'm drowning in textbooks and research papers.
I remember those days. Feels like just yesterday you were complaining about memorizing multiplication tables.
Oh, how times have changed. Speaking of multiplication tables, did you catch the news about that new financial app launching? Supposedly, it uses some kind of advanced AI to manage investments.
I did read something about it. Seems a little too futuristic for me. I still prefer the good old-fashioned human touch when it comes to my money.
That's the thing, Dad. This app supposedly analyzes data points so complex humans wouldn't even know where to start. It could be revolutionary or a total disaster. Makes you wonder where the line is between technological advancement and losing control entirely.
That's exactly what Professor Miller is asking, isn't he? It's a slippery slope, that's for sure.
Bingo. But hey, enough about existential dread. How was your day at the office? Did you finally convince Mr. Thompson on that new marketing strategy?
Actually, yeah. We had a productive meeting this morning. Took some convincing, but he saw the potential in my proposal. Feels good to have a win, you know?
Absolutely. You deserve it, Dad. You put in the hard work. You should reap the rewards.
Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of rewards, how about we order some takeout for dinner? You look famished.
Now you're talking my language. Pizza or Thai?
Tough choice. How about we compromise? Thai tonight, pizza tomorrow night for a post-library victory celebration?
You're the best, Dad. Seriously.
Always. Now come on, let's get you some food and that research paper started. Maybe I can even help with some brainstorming.
You wouldn't happen to have a secret stash of artificial intelligence expertise hidden away, would you?
Afraid not. But a fresh perspective and a good listener never hurt anyone. There you are. Long day at the hospital?
You could say that. Had a particularly difficult case with a young girl. Thankfully, everything worked out in the end, but it always takes a toll on you.
I can imagine. You have the biggest heart, Sarah. It's no wonder you're the best pediatrician in town.
That's sweet of you to say. But enough about me. How was your day at the office? Did Mr. Thompson finally see the light regarding your marketing plan?
He did. It took some convincing, but he finally came around. Feels good to secure a win, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You deserve it, honey. You always put in the extra effort. Speaking of effort, how's Maya handling the mountain of work at college?
She was just here complaining about a research paper on artificial intelligence. Apparently, the fate of humanity rests on her shoulders and her getting a decent night's sleep.
Sounds like a typical college student dilemma. Remember staying up all night cramming for finals?
How could I forget? Feels like just yesterday we were helping her with multiplication tables.
Time flies, doesn't it? Speaking of flying, how was Ethan's day?
He had a somewhat difficult physics exam, and he continues to exercise and go to training well. I think his level is improving very much.
True. Speaking of pushing, did you follow up on that college brochure you were showing Maya? The one with the fantastic computer science program?
I did. She seemed interested. Said she'd look into it further. It's her decision ultimately, of course, but I think it could be a great fit for her.
It does sound perfect for her. Her love for technology combined with a solid education could be a recipe for success.
Absolutely. We just need to make sure she knows we'll support whatever path she chooses.
Couldn't agree more. Remember when we were their age, all those dreams and aspirations?
Feels like yesterday. We were so worried about the future, about making the right choices.
And look at us now. We built a life together, raised two amazing kids. We may not have had it all figured out back then, but we did all right.
We did all right, indeed.